Alright, for one, I told you it was all smoke and mirrors that Aaron Rodgers was gonna play for the Packers this year. It's been announced that they're working, kind of reworking his deal so that he's gonna, obviously play this year for Green Bay, but supposedly the way it was worded that it's setting up his departure after the season. So it's basically like this is the last hurrah for Rodgers in Green Bay, no matter what. And now, and this could even be me contributing, but fuck it. You're gonna hear so many fucking rumors now over 6 months, into next offseason that Aaron Rodgers is going to be the quarterback of the Minnesota Vikings in 2022. I don't believe that's going to happen. I don't believe that. I believe he will go somewhere else. He's not going to come to the Vikings though. I'm contributing to the madness already, but no, he's not going to play here. One, because we're not going to move on from Kirk, because Kirk's going to ball out in 2021. He's going to kick ass, and we're not going to want to move on. But beyond that, it's not going to happen. And I don't think, just you base it on everything else. Just I don't think Rodgers would want it to happen. It would be so much of like, you know, and I don't think that Rodgers thinks that he's in Brett Favre's shadow anymore. I don't think that's really a thing. That was definitely a thing when he started. Um, when he originally replaced Favre, but I don't think I seriously doubt he looks at it that way. Um, most people say that Rodgers has been a better quarterback than Favre. I don't know that I would agree with that, but um, I don't think he looks at it that way, that he's like in Favre's shadow anymore. But so then, like, well, why would he then play for the Vikings like Favre did? The only way would be if somewhere in his head he's like, well, Favre went there and he came really close to winning it all, didn't do it. Boy, imagine if I did. That would like forever put me ahead of Favre. Like, look, Rodgers is a diva for sure, but I don't think he's that like. I don't know that he's like that. Would be that devoted to like one upping Favre. Um, I think that's about the only way he would come here, and I don't think he would want to come here. I don't think the Vikings would want him, um, unless there's like, you know, Cousins gets hurt and Kellen Mond looks like a piece of shit quarterback, and we have no options for next year. But you are going to hear the rumors. I can already hear the bozos at Score North, dreaming up all their scenarios. But it's not going to happen. I will go on record right now, before the crazy rumor mill starts, that he's not going to come here next year. He will go somewhere, maybe the Bears. Who knows? I mean, I'm sure he's going to go someplace next year where he can kind of stick it to the Packers. And that raises the question of like, well, what are you going to get out of Aaron Rodgers this year? Is he going to be the same level of, I'm going to show these fuckers and I'm going to just ball out? Or is it going to be the same kind of thing that he had last year, where he had, maybe the best season of his whole career, to kind of show up his own team, like, hey, you're going to go draft a first round quarterback. I'm going to show you. I'm going to ball out, and basically, if a couple things went differently, he would have been in the Super Bowl. Um, I don't know if that's going to happen, but you know what? I don't think this is overall just him, playing for the Packers again this year after all the talk that he wasn't going to. I don't think this is anything to fear for the Vikings or Vikings fans. Think how sweet this is going to be if the Vikings do win the division. If they do overtake Green Bay, even with Aaron Rodgers, it's going to be doubly sweet. So don't worry about it. This team can win the North, whether Rodgers plays or not. Go beat them. They've beaten them before. They fucking beat them last year with a with a non-playoff team in Lambeau. You know, don't be afraid. And I don't think they are afraid, but it's like this is it's going to be a hell of a race. I think they're Vikings and Packers are clearly the 1-2 in the division. I might not even think the Vikings will win the division. I would, if I had to pick right now, I would definitely pick the Vikings to do it. But you know, there's a whole training camp and preseason. Injuries can happen, stuff can happen, but you know, it's definitely swan song time. It's last hurrah for Rodgers in Green Bay this year, and you know, is the NFL going to let that narrative? Is this going to be the thing this year? Is it going to be, oh, it's going to be Rodgers last year, so now we got to grease the wheels for him, like we greased him for Brady? But either way, you know, we still got a great chance to take this division, even with Rodgers playing. I don't think Rodgers comes here next year. I think he will leave the Packers after this year and go somewhere else, but it will not be here. So all the stories you're going to hear about how he is going to come here, you can just take all that and just, you know, kind of be amused by it or be annoyed by it or whatever, but it ain't going to happen. But, you know, game on. Let's go.